Well, good morning. Today is Monday, April 24th. It's time for our weekly meeting highlights. The journey this month is keeping your journey exciting is the theme for the Weight Watchers for April. But today's topic is how to get excited about your go-to foods. I know sometimes after a while they get kind of boring. They really do. But anyway, every week we start off with how I did. I share my weight loss for the week, or the gain, as the case may be. Hopefully not the gain. But I am not going to show you my weight this week, only because I did not weigh myself this week. The reason I didn't weigh myself is during my journey quest during Lent, trying to learn some different things about me, different aspects of my weight loss journey. I did learn that I'm not going to use the scale as the determining factor of how well I've done the previous week. It's a tool that we can use. It's a tool you don't want to abuse. If I was to go too long eating not the correct way, according to my plan, and then just avoiding the scale, then I'm really doing myself a detriment. I really am. But I just feel that this previous week, out of the 7 days, 4 of the days I was really on track. I really did really well 4 of those days. But 3 of the days, 2 of them I ate out, and so we all know that when you eat out, you do tend to gain a little bit of weight. And last night for dinner, Jim and I had pizza. So I just felt that I didn't need to see a gain on the scale. I don't know that I would have had a gain, because I think my 4 days would have balanced out for my 3, and I might have stayed the same, and I might have even just had a really small, minute gain. But I've learned who I am. I've learned that if I saw a gain, it might send me into a tailspin. If you're only watching every week just to see if I've had a gain, then I guess I'm going to disappoint you this week, because I'm not going to show you how I did. But I do like the fact that I keep myself accountable to you guys, because that's really the point that I'm trying to make, that during the, 6 years that I've been on Weight Watchers, and the 6 years I've been on YouTube, that I've figured out that YouTube keeps me accountable. It has definitely helped me with my weight loss, and the Weight Watchers program has taught me to learn a lot of things about myself. And one of the things I learned is that I just have to do me. So many people tell me, just do you. And so this week, I'm not doing a weight. I'm going to ask you guys how you did. But see, I ask you every week, and not every one of you say, oh, I had a gain or I had a loss or something. I mean, and I'm not telling you that you have to do that. I'm just saying that I hold myself accountable to myself first. And I think that I just was not ready to see a number that was not cohesive to my plan this week. So, but next week, no doubt, no matter what, I promise, Girl Scout honor, because I was a Girl Scout, I do intend on getting on the scale. The 7 weeks was just a test for me. I can't go 7 weeks again. That was just, I mean, not to say that I can't, but I don't want to. I'll put it that way. I don't want to go 7 weeks again. But I think that I'll weigh next week, and I think I'll have a loss. I really do. So anyway, no weight reveal this week, other than to tell you that for 4 out of the 7 days, I was completely on plan. And 2 of the days I was out with, one was with my siblings and one was with Jim, my husband. And I've reached an age, I'm 72. I'm going to enjoy my life within reason. And I had a good time, and calories be damned on those days, which is not a good attitude, but I'm being honest. That's how I feel. If I'm going to go and pay $20 or $30 for a meal, I'm going to get what I like. I'm not going to get something off of the healthy choice menu. I'm being perfectly honest. It's just who I am. If I want to eat healthy, I'll just stay home. But I want to get out and enjoy myself, have somebody wait on me, give me food that I love, and just know that I'm not doing it on a daily basis. Now, I am done eating out for the rest of this month. I'm not planning on any more eating out. Jim and I don't have any plans to eat out anymore this month. So anyway, enough of that. How to get excited about your go-to foods. Picture the foods you're always reaching for. Fresh fruit, yogurt. No, you'll never see me reaching for yogurt. Juicy roast chicken, crunchy popcorn. Dig into why and how they earned the MVP status to unlock their full potential and reinvigorate your journey. I love my fruits. I love my fruits. And I love my vegetables, but you would never know it. I don't eat as many vegetables as I do fruits. And I think it's just that my body requires some kind of a sugar high. I don't get a sugar high from vegetables. I just don't. I really don't. But my berries and my grapes and my oranges and my grapefruits, all of that just gives me such an inner kick. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a boost, some kind of a boost, a sugar boost. And it keeps me away from the cookies and the cakes and the donuts and things like that, which are not as healthy. Too much fruit can be bad for you. I understand that, but I'd rather eat too much fruit than too many donuts, because I just think, and then I know they always say calories in, calories out, and a calorie is a calorie is a calorie. I don't find that statement to be true. I find that a healthy calorie is so much better for your body than a donut or a cookie calorie. I mean, I could eat like 150 calories worth of grapes or 150 calories worth of cookies, and let's face it, the grapes are going to be better for my body than the cookies. So you just have to decide what it is. And so far, I have to say that my go-to foods have not got boring for me yet. I think it's because I balance it out with going out to eat and eating foods that I really do love on a limited basis, not a daily basis. And so the few times that I go out, because I go out to eat at least 3 times a month, maybe 3 to 5 times a month, I should put it that way, because Jim and I usually go out once a week, and then our sibling dinner is once a month. So probably 5 times a month. But for the average month has 31 days, and so for 26 days I'm eating very healthy. So I give myself some grace for those 5 days where I go off track. Not a little bit off track. I go off track. I really do. I know that. You have to know yourself. And I know this about me. And you have to know what things you're going to change in your life and what things you're not going to change in your life. And then you have to work around that concept. I am not going to stop eating out, and I am not going to stop ordering foods that I love when I go out to eat. So if I want to continue that pattern for the rest of my life, I have to balance it out by making healthier choices on the days that I'm not eating out. And let's face it, that still leaves me almost 3.5 weeks of not eating out. So I think I can do well with my plan. So they say to try this. Number 1, think about new foods you started eating on WW. Old favorites reimagined with a healthier spin, and once minor players promote to starring roles on all counts. I love pea soup. I just absolutely love pea soup. I don't like peas. I just don't. I can't eat a pea. If it's like in a tuna casserole or some kind of a casserole, it's getting picked out and pushed to the side. It just is. It's not anything I like. But one time I had a salad at some restaurant, and I like my homemade salads better. But I thought, I'm just going to order this salad. And it was just a salad I ordered for dinner, but it came in this big, massive bowl. I always think of Elaine on Seinfeld when she ordered the big salad, and it came like in a big salad bowl that looks like an Olive Garden bowl. Really. It was huge. And they had these little things in there, and I started eating them. They were really crunchy, and they were really good. And I couldn't figure out what they were. And so, because I've never had them in my life. And so then when the server came over, I showed him one, and I said, what is this? And he goes, oh, that's a pea pod. I have never in my life had a pea pod. And like I told you, I don't like peas. But now I buy pea pods as a snack. Who'd have thought I'd eat pea pods as a snack for somebody that doesn't like peas? So sometimes you just got to think outside the box. I love like guacamole, but I never thought about an avocado. It just looked too hard to peel. It looked too hard to get out of not the shell, but whatever, out of the peeling and stuff, how to crack it open and that. And then I wouldn't want to eat the whole thing, and then it would go brown on me. But you know what? I really liked it. So I figured out a way how to get the pit out, how to cut it so that I could get it out. All of that good stuff I figured out, and how to preserve it. I bought a little avocado holder, and I poured lime juice on the bottom, and I put the avocado in there, and I put more lime juice on the top, and it holds for me. So those are 2 foods that are new to me. Now, I know that avocado is higher in points than, let's say, the pea pods. I understand that. But it's a healthy fat. And as much as we don't like to think we need to eat fats, we need to have fats in our diet to keep our digestive system rolling. And if you kind of avoid some foods because you think that, like there are too many calories or something like that, it's going to come back to bite you, because Your body knows what it needs, and it needs fruits, it needs vegetables, it needs water, it needs healthy fats, it needs grains, it needs all of these things that you just have to, do a little bit of research on. Number 2, list your top 3 to 5, then explore why they made the cut. Go beyond taste. Consider how they make you feel, convenience factor, points value, price, everything. I do like a good hard-boiled egg. I don't get enough protein in my diet. I realize that. But I like to start my day off every day with a hard-boiled egg. I am not a big egg eater other than a hard-boiled egg. I'll eat like a hard-boiled egg or an egg salad sandwich type of thing. But I don't like fried eggs. I don't like poached eggs. I will eat a scrambled egg. I do love omelets, but if you've seen my channel, you know that my omelets turn out to be a messy scrambled egg mess. I made one perfect omelet in my life, and I don't know how that was just a fluke. That really was just a fluke. But excuse me, I do like to eat eggs. I do love apples. I love oranges. I love grapefruit, bananas. I have a banana every day. Once again, very high in sugar and very high in calories, but my body requires some amount of sugar. Maybe it doesn't really require it, but in my mind, I think it requires sugar. So I do have a banana every day. Very high in calories. No points, but that doesn't mean that there's not calories. I think a banana's got like 100 calories or something like that. An egg has got like 80 calories. So I do like to eat those. And I think it kind of satisfies the sugar urge because, let's face it, I'm addicted to sugar. I am addicted to sugar. I spent my whole life feeding that hunger with cupcakes and cookies and donuts and cake and brownies, ice cream, all of that stuff. I was feeding that hunger for my sugar. And now I've realized that I can still get my sugar fix in by having my strawberries, my blackberries, my raspberries, my bananas, my grapefruit, my grapes. And it's a little bit of a healthier choice. Now, can I overindulge and abuse it? Yeah, I think I do sometimes. I really try to rein it in a little bit. But I always feel that a whole big bowl full of berries is better than a whole big bowl full of cookies. So I try to work on that. So my top 5 would be eggs, bananas, berries. Eggs, bananas, berries. I do like raw broccoli, like tomatoes and cucumbers and cauliflower and broccoli and that. So I guess those would be my top 5. Number 3, reflect on how you work them into your routine or meals. Are you intentional about it or on autopilot, and how does that happen? Sometimes my breakfasts just are on autopilot. Sometimes I just think I'll have a hard-boiled egg, I'll have some raspberries and blackberries and strawberries, I'll have a banana, and then I'll have a grapefruit, and then I'll have a little glass of orange juice. Whoa, was that enough sugar? Was that enough fruit? That was like an overabundance of fruit. And that was just like an automatic. And I always balance it up. I think, well, I have a hard-boiled egg. I have my protein. What difference does it make? So now I am trying, and like I said, I'm trying to work it back out that I don't have as much. I am trying to eat more vegetables. I do find that the more vegetables I eat, the more weight I do tend to lose. And I'm not one of those believers that think that you got to drink I think they're supposed to do so much of your body weight in water. I drink 8 glasses of water a day. Over the course of the day, I drink 64 ounces of water. Now, some days I might drink a little bit more than that. Some days I might drink a little bit less than that, but not really that much less. I would say that I get at least 50 ounces of water in every day. And I mean just strictly water. I'm not counting my tea or, anything like that. I'm just talking about strictly water from the fountain because I'm not a big bottled water drinker. I'll drink it on vacation because I don't like to drink water in other cities. I know that's weird, but I have a very selective digestive system, if put it bluntly or nicely. My bowel habit, my bathroom habits can go completely out of whack just drinking water from another city. So I don't know. So before I go on vacation, I always start drinking bottled water to get my body adjusted to that, so that when I'm in the new city, I drink bottled water. It's probably all in my mind, probably, no doubt, but that's just who I am. So, but I do try to work different things into my meals and try to get the proper nutrients in each day. And number 4, decide on a new or exciting way you'll keep enjoying these foods. Name a day each week to eat one, like a turkey burger on Tuesdays. Try a new recipe each week featuring a favorite, or create a special meal using it. During Lent, one of my things that I did during Lent was I had a recipe of the week on Wednesdays, which I really did enjoy doing. But I kind of got away from it once Lent stopped. I do plan on doing one this week because Jim and I found a recipe that I'm going to try, and it's called a one-pot creamy mushroom chicken pasta. So we're probably going to have it on Saturday. So probably one day next week I'll share the recipe. I'll do a video of it. But I do plan on trying to do some different recipes and get a little bit more diversity in my food choices. I think my food choices are pretty boring. A lot of times I don't show my food every day because it's the same old, same old. I eat the same stuff all the time, and I'm happy with that. But when I watch other people's videos and I see all these different choices of foods that they're having, like their menu plan for the week and that, and I'm thinking, I want to go live there. They're not eating the same old boring stuff every day like I do. But I have to apply myself to do that a little bit more. It's a little bit hard for me to do because Jim works afternoons, and so whenever I'm cooking, it's just for myself. He's not a big leftover eater, so it's not like I can make something and then give it to him for the next day. I'm tossing around the idea of maybe having our big meal before he goes to work, because he doesn't leave till 2 o'clock. So theoretically, we could have our big meal at 1 o'clock and then just have something light later in the day. He could bring something. I think it might help us both. It's just something I'm kicking around in my mind. I don't know that it's going to happen, but it's something I'm thinking about. Let's dive a little deeper. It's okay if you don't give your favorite meal. It's okay if you don't give your favorite healthy meals much thought about beyond the But it's worth taking time to fully recognize the role your go-to breakfast burrito or yogurt parfait plays on your journey and understand why it works for you. Doing so upgrades it from just a burrito to a valuable, successful driving tool that's major. Let us explain. First, the awareness shakes up the otherwise ho-hum or autopilot eating routine. Plus, connecting food choices to your progress helps you to stick with healthy favorites. It also increases your confidence to make more positive changes and try more new foods. Bonus, information gleaned from your deep dive gives you clues about what else you might like. All this can keep you excited about making healthy food choices. One of the best things about Weight Watchers is that you continue eating your favorite foods and still lose weight. I can still continue to go out to eat and lose weight. I've done it in the past. I've been on this plan for 6 years. I'm not going to tell you I never ate out in all those 6 years. And I've learned, and I did do that on the days that I ate out this week, that I had a very, very light breakfast with no points, 0 points. It was easy to do because I like fruits and vegetables and eggs. And then I did overindulge when I went out to eat. But I think it was better than just eating like whatever I wanted for breakfast and lunch because I knew I was going to go out to dinner and eat whatever I wanted to eat. I really made conscious choices, which I didn't do in the past, which I do now. One of the best things about Weight Watchers is that you can continue eating all your favorite foods, but all the low point and 0 point foods favorites you've picked up as you learn to work the program are also pretty great. Dig into them just to see how much harder they can work for you. Like as much as I like eggs, I could probably get an egg salad sandwich in there a little bit more. It'd be a little bit of a beefier meal, and I could get some vegetables with it because I do, when I have a sandwich of some sort, I do like to have like a little side salad or tomato or something like that. Whereas if I'm just having an egg with fruit, I'm not going to put some vegetable on the plate, which I probably could and should do, but I don't. 3 fast facts. Number 1, taste preferences, satisfaction, convenience, and points values all influence your food choices. Duh. Number 2, learning a variety of food you enjoy helps maintain healthy eating patterns long term. I agree with that. Like I said, there are so many great recipes out there to choose from that I can make better choices and I can do different things with my food habits each day and not be so boring because I think my food is pretty boring. And number 3, exploring how you make healthier foods work for you can help you stick with them and make more additional changes. I find that since I'm going back to the gym with Jem, I think I'd be a different name than that. But Anyway, I do find that I'm eating healthier because I'm thinking, why am I doing all this exercising? Which we know I'm not an exercise person. I don't like to exercise, but I so thoroughly enjoy we go to LA Fitness. I get on the recumbent bike and I just ride away, put my earbuds in, listen to my music, and just ride on the bike. And then I get up and I use a couple machines for leg strength because my balance is off. So I do some leg lifts and different activities to help me strengthen my legs. And then I go in the pool and swim a little bit and do some water walking, use the pool weights to kind of build up my cardio a little bit. So, but I do find that I'm making healthier food choices at the same time. So anyway, like I said, no weight reveal this week, but I am going to ask you guys how you guys did this week. Do you find that avoiding the scale every once in a while, not every week, but every once in a while helps you? Or do you think it's a detriment to your plan? I think that this one time not weighing myself, it's not going to hurt me. But I went 7 weeks not weighing myself, and I lost 9.5 pounds during that 7 weeks. So, and then I lost 2.2 pounds last week, the first week off of that plan. I think one of the other reasons I really didn't want to weigh today is because after having 8 weeks of a steady, I'm assuming a steady loss for 8 weeks, that my body might have needed to settle down a little bit to kind of readjust and catch up with me. And so not getting on the scale, I think, was the right decision for me today. And but I promise I definitely am going to weigh myself next week. So we'll see if this was a smart choice or a bad choice. But I'm kind of curious what you think of my decision. Did I make a good argument? If I was in a court of law, would I have been like a good defense witness? I'm just kind of wondering. Just say if I was good for the defense, or if you think the prosecution has a better idea. Just put defense, and I'll know that you think I had a good choice. Or prosecution means, no, Sandy, you're gonna get fried. So in the comments, defense or prosecution, I'm just kind of curious. So if you're new, and also let me know how you did. I'm kind of curious. I'd like to know. So. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. I hope to see you on my daily vlog, but definitely want to see you here next week because I will be weighing myself, and we'll see if the defense won or the prosecution. I think the defense is going to win. We'll see. Talk to you soon.